Hi, here's a brief overview of our travel tech startup Itinerary. When you picture the perfect holidays, would you rather join the masses at this crowded beach or vacation on this deserted island? How about staying in a hotel with 300 plus rooms? Or staying in this boutique lodge with customized service? If you said the latter, you're not the only one. The global market for tailored exclusive holidays is £175 billion. So how do you get there? How do you get access to these exclusive holidays and destinations that are not found online? Well, you have to go to one of the high street tour operators, who will prepare a tailor-made itinerary for you, one that's on the road less traveled and away from the masses. In order to assemble this package, the tour operator needs to reach out to accommodation providers to verify their availability and latest pricing. Unfortunately, the communication between these players is still a very manual process today. Emails and spreadsheets are sent back and forth, and it takes up to a full day to deliver just one complete itinerary. To solve this problem, Itinerary facilitates the exchange of information between tour operators and suppliers. We provide up-to-date availability and pricing information through our online service. This has multiple benefits. Suppliers will increase their utilization by listing their properties on Itinerary. Tour operators will significantly decrease their costs and increase their sales opportunities by reducing the time it takes to deliver an itinerary. Now let's take a look at the competitive landscape in the travel industry. On one side, there are plenty of travel platforms directly targeting end consumers, such as Kayak and Expedia, among many others. On the other side of the spectrum, solutions exist for large tour operators like Dolphin Dynamics or Amadeus. However, these systems tend to be very expensive and heavy, making them unsuitable for small or medium businesses designing tailor-made holidays. In order to cope with this, some medium-sized tour operators have started to develop in-house systems to manage suppliers' information. Smaller ones currently use a very manual and inefficient process. This leaves an untouched and unfilled gap in the market for small to medium operators, and this is where Itinerary comes in. The travel industry is very attractive. The global market of tour operators and travel agents is estimated at $225 billion. Within this global market, the UK only represents a share of $18 billion. Because Itinerary focuses on small, specialized tour operators, the market we are targeting is $1.8 billion, or 10% of the national market. This market has operating costs of almost 10% on average, which is where Itinerary savings will make an impact. Considering that Itinerary is able to generate savings of 40%, we estimate the value creation to be around $72 million. We strongly believe that Itinerary is attractive to both suppliers and tour operators. For a small commission fee, suppliers will gain access to the platform and will be incentivized to keep their information up to date. Being listed on Itinerary will allow them to sell unoccupied rooms and increase their revenues. Tour operators will pay a monthly fee per user to access up-to-date information from their suppliers and increase their efficiency. Itinerary's model revolves around a virtuous circle. By making the solution attractive to suppliers, we lock them in and simultaneously attract more tour operators. By scaling the number of suppliers, we will quickly increase our coverage, add integrated travel services to the mix, and we will become the one-stop shop for tour operators. Conversely, when tour operators join the platform, their suppliers will be incentivized to join as well, thus completing the circle. Our plan is to start working with tour operators in London and their suppliers from a few countries. Working with several hotels and lodges in one country will then allow us to convert more tour operators in the UK, which will then incentivize even more suppliers to join the platform, increasing our reach even further. So what guarantees our success? From the very beginning, we have been in touch with our potential customers. With more than 150 touchpoints, we have gathered feedback from future users and have built the platform to meet our customers' specific needs. In February 2014, we closed an oversubscribed round of seed funding, strongly confirming the interest of investors. Most of the funds came from future customers, with additional support from London Business School's faculty and limited partners of Sussex Place Ventures. The £150,000 raised covers expenses for the first year of operation. In addition, we have also been accepted to join the British and European travel trade organizations as an exceptional case, as a typical member of these groups needs to be in business for at least 2 years. This is a great opportunity for Itinerary, as the majority of the existing members of these trade organizations are potential future customers. Furthermore, we were finalists in the British Airways Big Idea competition in travel and are also the winners of the prestigious business plan competition at London Business School. Lastly, we have just released the first version of our platform. The system is already in use by several UK operators as well as Asian suppliers. We're also currently in the process of adding more suppliers from Africa. Here's a preview of the user interface. This is the dashboard for a tour operator. It contains a searchable list of suppliers with their up-to-date availability and pricing information. Using the funds secured, our plan for the next 12 months is to pilot the solution, develop new features, and start generating revenue. During a 3-month trial period, we will work with 3 tour operators and several suppliers to ensure their needs are met. Afterwards, we will start charging tour operators for their subscription to the platform, acquiring up to 10 customers by the end of the year. After developing the platform in 2014, we plan to increase the number of customers while adding new features in parallel, progressively reaching 30 and then 350 users. During the first 2 years, we will focus solely on the UK outbound market and expand into the EU and US markets during years 3 and 4. Lastly, we will aim to expand globally during year 5. Our projections include 1,550 customers by 2017 and 3,350 customers by 2018. Considering average site revenues of £1,700 per year, Itinerary will generate revenues of $22 million after 5 years and an EBIT of 4.4. To further fund our expansion, we have already started to look for opportunities to raise funds for our next round. Our aim is to close this round by end of November 2014. We will raise £1 million with a pre-money valuation of $4 million. This money will serve to build up a team in London, including 4 developers, 1 designer, 1 marketing and sales rep, and 1 support person. Our pre-money valuation is based on the progress that we made after the seed round, the highlights being the addition of our CTO, the acceptance to the European travel trade organizations, and the release of our first platform version with a built-up user base. Our team consists of our founder and CEO Sunil, our CTO Lester, our operations lead Thomas, and Laura and Tina in our marketing department. Some of our investors are also pictured here. These include prominent figures from the travel industry, including Richard Downs, CEO of Igloo, Chris McIntyre, founder of Expert Africa, John Bates, professor at London Business School, and Nicholas Newbold, founder of Llama Travel. We're also very lucky to have Tony Wheeler, founder of Lonely Planet, and Alistair Luxmore, founder of Fleawinter, among some of our advisors. Thank you for your time. To contact us, please email us at ask@itinerary.com or visit us at www.itinerary.com.